Hello traders, welcome to my channel GW Pro, and it's weekend, so today is Sunday, and I want to make pre-market analysis of what to expect in the week ahead and how I intend to approach the next trading week. Alright, so first I want to start by saying I welcome you to my channel, and if you're new to this channel, you subscribe to this channel and also smash the notification bell so you'll be getting notifications whenever I post content such as this one. Alright, so I'm always here on weekends and also on midweek to discuss and also share with you ideas of what I think of the whole market in terms of forex and also the crypto space. I share with you my ideas, and also I teach. I'm also a mentor. I also groom students that want to become successful in trading and also help them improve on their trading life. All right, so today I'm going to be walking you through all the setups here and also how I intend to approach the next trading week from my own perspective. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you what I do on weekly occasions and how I approach them and how I intend to approach this current trading week. All right, so with that said, and there are two things that could be involved with this one. All right, and initially I spoke about this leading diagonal here and this one here. So if you're new to this channel, I recommend that you go back and then check some of those setups which I gave out, and you would really understand how I have been planning to set up with this one here. All right, so this one right here, this leading channel right here, as you can see down there, the leading channel right there was a very unique one also. So I looked at that and I spoke about this breakout when it happened, okay, that we want to see a breakout as well. So the breakout taking out this high, previous high around the 109,600 was also what I was waiting for. So apart from the fact that I'm waiting for that also, and also what I'm also seeing at the moment, I expected the market to create one of the setup which I was looking for. So in this situation, what the market has created for me right now, which I am seeing right now in the market, I have seen a very huge A, I've seen a very huge B, and I've seen C right here, and I've seen D, and possibly I could be seeing E somewhere there. All right, so that with that said, okay, what I expect to see of the market to do is to make a little drop. Okay, so after this huge impulse, I expect the market to do a little drop. Okay, so that little drop there is going to turn into a bigger wave too. So if price is going to explode to the upside, I want to see market completing at that point, because this is a leading diagonal here, and I want to see price drop just below that point, round into this territory. All right, so we're going to play with that setup and we're going to trade with that, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to work my way step by step into it. All right, so how are we going to approach this? Okay, so I'm just going to go quickly move to one time frame higher, which is the weekly time frame, and also analyze and also show you how I intend to approach this. One of the things I'm looking at here, I'm looking at this to come up as a leading diagonal or an ending one. All right, so we could expect to be seeing a WXY form, which, you know, from this point on we could see a very strong A down there. Okay, so after this internal A here, so we can be seeing more of a channel here, which price could bounce A, B, C, D, and then could bounce for E. Right, then we could be seeing that as well before we can have price fake out a little bit, and fake out a little bit and then continue. And once that happens, we will be looking at a WXY inside of that area. So if I have set up different strategy on whatever could happen and how I would approach this one with the right mindset. All right, so I have here high, low, and also high right here. So what I'm expecting to see, I'm expecting to see price to either continue or price to show signs of weakness. And once that could happen, and definitely if that could happen, then this could be where I want to see price come into a little bit, explode a little bit, and then come right back a little bit. All right, so you can expect that this will now be W. So we'll just put that W, and then this X right here and this Y right here. All right, so that's what I could be expecting, and as well, so however the market is set up, I am going to be ready to take that next trading decision. So however, what I'm going to be doing this week is I'm going to be waiting for opportunities. I'm going to be waiting for opportunities to set up one more time, because definitely this is a leading structure. So I'm going to just go put up the I'm going to go level that up right there. I'm going to put that up right there, the A. I'm going to put that the B. So just make this, you know, block. I'm going to use that block. All right, so I'm going to use the block right there. So I'm going to do this right. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this now. See, I'm going to do the C leg. All right, so we're going to look at C leg. All right, we just put that up. So we're going to have the D leg. All right, so in all these times, those drops didn't go beyond the FIB retracement levels, so I'm just going to put that up. So what we expect, I'm expecting to see an E leg. All right, so somewhere around, I'm expecting to see an E leg. All right, so then I could be looking for more setups. Okay, so for now, we have if that price has currently broken above this one. So let me just go put up line chart. So let me just go change the color right now. All right, so we go put up the line chart. You can see that here in all these times, price made new high right here, new low right here, and also made new high right here. All right, remember also we took this trade right here back into the zone. We took our TP1 here, our TP2 here. All right, so whatever could happen now, I'm looking at a more bullish structure for now, right, until price states otherwise. So however, looking at this one, right, the composition of it, we are still bullish on this one, because this is previous areas here which we may expect of price to still come in and test. But over the course of the closing session, I also realized that market traded inside of a very small channel throughout Friday. All right, so throughout Friday, price was trading inside of this small structure there. Right, throughout Friday. And what I also realized, and we could be having our A, B, C, D. So somewhere around here could be our C, D, and then could be our E. So what I'm looking at a possibility that price could break to the upside. I'm looking at a possibility that price could break to the upside and then might still continue this bullish setup here. Or all price could also, right, fake out, you know, complete that and then drop. Okay, so that could form a W, X, Y, and we could write that for our next wave to complete the 5 wave formation. All right, so if you don't know what that means, go over to my channel and also read about the Elliot Wave and also how I approach trading. So if you look at my previous videos, you're going to see and understand how I also prepare and plan for trades just like this one right here. So then once that could happen, I could start to draw a scenario that this could be a possible wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. So this could be a small ABC, all right, or WXY. But if I'm looking at this as a WXY, I'm looking at the distance traveled by price over a certain period. Okay, so I'm looking at that, but I will not be looking at too far, because this here with this correction here, I think it's going to fit over that time, because price traveled over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 6 days. All right, so if it's going to take possibly 6 days to correct, I think I'm going to be okay with that. But if it comes back in a hurry and everything happens in a hurry, say in 2 days, I will have to look for confirmations before I can then progress. Probably it could turn into a WXY, which is the Y leg is going to be the A leg, and we could be seeing another B leg as an impulse wave. All right, so we could be seeing something of this nature, WX and then Y, and this could be our A leg, and then this could be our form, come up right here, form our B leg, then could drop back to form our C leg. So I don't want to be placed in such a position, so I'm going to wait for every setup to be complete before I could then step into the trade. All right, so that's what I have with the USDJPY. All right, so next we're going to be looking at the next currency pair on my list, which is going to be the Euro USD. The Euro USD, this one, I've been looking at this one. Okay, so I just want to go back in time to share my analysis this one, right, from a longer term. Okay, so I want to share my analysis this one, and I just want to remind you guys, so for the purpose of this presentation, so if you are not here, you could also see I looked at a couple of things back then. I looked at when this drops, all right, whatever this is. Okay, so I looked at this and I came to the conclusion that this alone could have been start of wave 1. Okay, so this could be 2. So this could probably have been 2, internal 1, 2, 3. All right, so if I just go ahead and just label that. Okay, so I'm just going to label that. All right, label that. So this is 1. Just go ahead and label that, because what I saw here also here was what got my attention. So I looked at this as possibly W, and I looked at this as possible Y, possible X, sorry about that, and I looked at this as possible Y. Right, so that was what I looked at then, back then. Right, so that was how I came about with that analysis right there, and I looked at this point as possible wave 2. Alright, so I looked at that as possible wave 2, and ever since I've been looking at this internal structure of the 1. So I'm just go ahead and level that also, because this this pre-market, I'm gonna make it so unique because I want everyone to learn. Okay, so I want everyone to learn. I want everyone to see this clearly. So I'm going to walk you through step by step. I'm probably going to walk everyone step by step on my analysis. And okay, so how I'm going to do this week in, week out, right? So that's how I'm looking at the market at the moment. So I looked at this as A. All right, so please take notes, guys. I looked at that as A. So we could see that as A. All right, so that's going to help us. That's going to help us in what I'm going to show to you guys. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to go back one time frame down. I'm going to show you that this whole drop here, okay, what came about. So initially, what I saw with this drop, so this drop here is actually this one. So let's just go look at this. I'm gonna have to change that as well. So this drop here, initially when I looked at it, actually I could have assumed that this would have been wave A. Okay, so I could have assumed that this would have been wave A, and when I saw this impulse correction, so I knew that I was wrong and this was wave W. So I just go change that out to wave W. So I'll just, rather than changing that, why not I shift it to A right there. So I put that as W right there. So just go ahead, see that. I'm just gonna make every analysis clear to you. So here, right here, which is our ABC, right? So this is now WX, right? So put that up right there. So this is A. So I'm going to make this show one time frame down only, which is on the weekly. It's not going to show on the monthly. All right, so it is going to show on the monthly. So I'm going to put that up. So this is, we can agree with this, that this is the first drop. So this is B, very nice. And you can see that, everyone can see that. All right, so this is nice, B. Please take note. All right, so if you are new, I recommend that you subscribe. Okay, so all right, so this is C. So let's just put that up. Sorry, I did mistake with the arrangement, so let's just go put that up. Right, I still did another mistake. Okay, so let's just put that as C. All right, so sorry about that. So I'm gonna put this up. Okay, so we had this W and we had a rush. Okay, so ABC form X. So this was down A, B, and then C. All right, so I'm not gonna go down to much lower details with this one. So this is now wave 3. So if you get the understanding, this is wave 3. So if you don't know how to use the Elliot Wave, you can come up to my channel, and also I will teach you how to use the Elliot Wave as well. So this wave 3 here, I'm looking at this as wave 3, and we are on our way walking the wave 4. Right, so we're on our way walking the wave 4, and this is Z. All right, so what I expected the wave 4 could either be an ABC or could be an ABCDE pattern. All right, so at the moment what we are looking at right now is we're looking at any of the two setups that will fit in the bill. All right, so let's zoom in a little bit, and then we identify that this first impulse here is our A. So we just go back so you can see clearly this first impulse here is our A, and this is our B. All right, so we will then look at this as our B. All right, so this is our B, and we can recognize that officially. So that's our B, and when everything started, I was looking at that as well. So let me just put that a little bit down so it's too big. So I'm going to put that a little bit down. All right, so that's our B. We can see that as well. So our B, right? Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to make this recording separate. I'm going to make it one. So here, you know, we had a little rush here of the ABC somewhere around here initially, which I thought it was supposed to come down this, but rather it came down to ABC, which is the longest leg, D, and then we looked at E. So this was more of A, so which now turned into W, X, and then Y. Right, so this is now the bigger drop. So this, from this whole internal structure here, I'm just going to point it out. So if I'm going to go down to a much lower time frame, you're going to see what also happened there. That please take note of all this. I am not going to come back doing this again, so I just want to do this for reference purpose. So I'm going to have to make reference anytime I'm going to talk about analysis when it involves these two currency pairs. So for this one, I'm just going to do only the Euro USD as one video, and also USDJPY as one video. So other ones I'm going to do it separately. I'm going to come out with just separate videos for it, so I don't want to make one video too lengthy. All right, so we had that E. All right, so what happened here is that this, you know, when I saw this initially, what I was expecting this to complete here, and then price should start forth from there to correct. So once price was able to drop and then make another leg, I knew that there was some sort of misunderstanding. So I could say that some sort of misunderstanding somehow, and that was wrong. Okay, in the analysis, I was wrong in the analysis. So I wanted to check and then see what is also happening with this analysis and why that also happened. And I realized that I was trading with a W right here. Right, so I'll do the W right there, and that came in at an X. All right, so just please you just need to understand, and then we'll just walk this step by step. All right, I promised you guys I'm gonna do this step by step. So this is now why. All right, so this is the bigger drop now, so you can see that this is the termination point. This is where the wave B terminates. Okay, so wave B terminates inside of this zone. So you can see that from that point, a new wave started, which we're looking at the run for a C. All right, so we're looking for run for a C. We're looking at wave 1 right there. You can see nicely, and we looked at wave 2 inside of there. So we're still working out our setups right there. And now, all right, we are here. Take note of this, guys. What we are having right now, we have seen that we have a 5-wave move, so we can use this as A, B, C, D, and then E. All right, so we have a 5-wave move, so which should so which could as well be a, let me just put that out. I don't want to delete anything on my chart. Okay, so this could also be wave 3, right? So I could be correct with that assessment because or that decision right there. So all right, so we could be correct with that one. All right, so just put that as wave 3. So what we are looking at, we're looking at working an internal correction. So we're looking at working this hole here is supposed to be a correction, and we're supposed to have price move from there to the next level. Okay, so at least we should expect that either price could do one of the two. Okay, so on a weekly scale, we might expect that price should correct in a 4 ABCD, so more of downward in this kind of channel. Okay, so more of similar to this. Okay, so let me just put that up, similar to this as well. Also same thing as what the USD card also did back here, so we can expect that to happen, I'm making reference to some other setup right now. So as reference to what this did after A, B, C, D, E here, and also, you know, it corrected down here, right? So we can also expect that we will also be taking note of the origin point of wave 1. So if this was our wave 1 right there, okay, so we could assume that this is a wave 1 here, so we could be having more of deeper retracement, okay, for this one. Okay, so we could have more of deeper retracement for this one. This is this one here, 2, 2, 3. Okay, so we could be having more of deeper retracement for this one. So understand, guys, we are working out a corrective wave for this smaller one, not, we'll just put that line up, right? So not the big wave. Okay, so we're working the internal slam. So this is 3, so we're looking at 4, and this did not complete the 5 because the wave 5 should have dropped below this point. So we're working this one right here. Okay, so we're not working the bigger wave, so we're working the internal smaller wave right now, right? So we have A, B. So what we're working for is the C. Okay, so we're working for the C, which should have been a 5 wave move, right? So get that understanding, guys. We're not working the bigger wave, rather we're working the smaller wave, right? Okay, so with that said, and we have it that price is still dropping. So what we expect to see is to wait for a reason or momentum to come into the market one more time. So we have wave A right here, so you can go ahead put that as A. It's going to be smaller A, so this is smaller A, so we just go put that as smaller A. Just, what did I delete out? I think I deleted something other thing out, right? So I'm just going to put that as smaller A. Okay, so I'm just going to put that as smaller A. So we have this A right here, so we have this B up there. All right, so that's cool, that's wonderful. You can see that we have that B up there, so I can as well draw a trend line to support this movement here. So I just want to put up that trend line there. I want to see everything clearly myself, so I will not be missing anything, right? All right, so I want to see everything myself. So this, we walked up this high, all right? So that is also what happened there. So what we're looking for bit of confirmation on when this small channel will be complete, and we can be looking to move up, right? Okay, so we also have it that price did this. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E. So this is A, right? So price did WXY. So if I'm looking at this correction here as an A, so this is more of A, B rather than A, B, C, D, right? So this is improportional. So this is not proportional. So look at the proportion here, this with this. So we cannot label this as A, okay, B, C, D. All right, so it's going to be wrong. So what we're labeling this as A, B, C, D, E as A. So I'm just going to put that up. All right, so we're looking at A, looking at working at A, looking at working a B right there. So you can see that. All right, get that understanding, guys. We're looking at working a C right there. All right, I promise you guys I'm going to do this. So no matter how long this video takes, I'm just going to walk you step by step, so you're just going to understand this. So I'm working a D there, right? So you're going to understand this over the years. Okay, so you know, it's been a lot of years of data practicing, okay, before I got to understand how to work my way around this. So here is my E leg. All right, so it was just way shorter. I didn't look at this to be the completion because it was from here to here was shorter, and it didn't even fit the 1 to 7 fib retracement levels. Okay, so I was just looking for opportunity to still keep shorting down. So we have that price have come just close to the extended level, so it's not still complete. So because the upper side is not complete, so I'm going to be working my way around also with you guys, and then show you how when this is going to be complete. All right, so I'm going to put this up as a new A. So this is a new A, right? So I'm going to put that up as a new A. All right, so that's a new A. I'm going to put that up as a new A. So rather I will just go ahead and use small letters because I'm going to change the color. I'm going to use black. I'm going to put this up as A. I'm going to put this up as B. All right, so get that. I'm going to put this up as B. So here I'm looking at this high then, so which I took that trade down there. similar to when I took the GBP USD. All right, so if you follow me up on my channel closely, you're gonna see that we've been taking all trades. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for more of 5 wave. I'm looking for an E leg. I'm looking for more of a 5 wave rather than 3 leg. Okay, so I'm looking at that. So that's C. I can put that as my C. All right, I'm gonna put that at my C. So what I'm expecting, I expect to see a D somewhere around here. So that's gonna be when I'm gonna take that trade, but I'm not gonna buy here. Right, any push from this point is not my concern. I'm not gonna buy here. I'm looking for A, B, C, D, and then E. All right. One that could happen, all right, one that could happen. So however, whenever that happens, okay, so one that could complete, right, so I'll be looking for the next big move to the upside. I'm looking for the next big move to the upside to complete the pattern. All right, so I'm going to be waiting for this channel right here to complete, and then I'll move. So but however, if price could move from here and still continue moving to breaking this leg here, then I would start to assume that this is complete and we could be working our way 5 up there. All right, so I'll be looking at our way 5. We could be targeting more of this one around the 1.3. okay, so 1.3 is where I will be looking to target as well, because 1.3 is a good area, and we might just be having a start of a new wave which could just end here, and then this could start a 1, 2. Okay, then 3, we're gonna be having more of an uptrend continue. So sometimes trend change. Okay, so you need to understand the changes that comes with the trend, and you need to identify them very fast, because that's what's going to help you in your trading journey. Okay, so if you don't identify the trend when it changes, you're not gonna do well. All right, so however, if this continues to go down, all right, if this continues to go down, okay, so what we'll be looking at, we'll be working an A with this one, a B with this one, and this one would be a C, because this would be a 3-wave move, a C, and then we'll be looking for a push, all right, to the upside. So however, this is going to play out, we're going to play it out with it, but I am rest assured that for this internal wave, all right, unless price breaks the origin of wave 1 as expected, as rule states, I'm not going to be doing anything with downside. Rather, I'm going to be looking for opportunities to the upside, right, with this one. All right, so I'm going to be waiting unless price goes below this level here. We still have some Fibonacci retracement levels which I'm actually looking at. You can see if I take the swing from this point on, right, so I'm going to be measuring from this point on. All right, you see that 50% is not yet tagged, and also 60% is not yet tagged. It's 1.8 not yet tagged, so we have a little bit of space here before we can then look at upside. But if price turns out to be deep, okay, so we can be looking at different setups, and we can also plan differently. All right, so with that, I think I would also be back with more setups as well. So you just have to follow me and subscribe to my channel, so you'll be receiving information whenever I come up with new trading ideas and setups on how to prepare for the future with this one. But for this one right here, all right, so we could be expecting further drops. So the only time we're looking for impulse, okay, so you want to be trading this impulse here, I think best time to allow price to complete the forex aspect of it. So I'm going to be waiting, I'm going to be sitting here on my desk waiting to see continuous shorting, because this here, the whole of this, you can see the whole of this 223, you're going to expect at least price to drop 223 as well into 223, could be into 1.14. 1.14 could be the areas which you want to start looking for sell opportunities or buy opportunities. 1.14 right here, right? For this one, this can also continue further down, or this can create a little bit of uptrend and then continue down, right? So it could also be possible, anything is possible, but I think since when I got into the trade, I'm still there, so I don't have any reason to jump out of my positions until when we hit the final targets. And so far so good, we've hit good targets with the GBP USD, and also with this one. See, the 127 is stacked nicely, okay, for this one, because I hopped into a trade around here, then so I had to wait over 5 weeks now, right, to keep on bagging those profits, right? So that was an easy one. So just go look at that, right? That was an easy one, right? It was easy. So let me just put that up, right? So you can see that that was easy. What I was looking for was just to break up the trend line, right, to start down. So break up the trend line, I got into the trade, and that was easy. So what I wanted to do was just wait to ride price down into the areas there, and you can see how much pips I captured during that time. 270 pips, right? So you're still there. So we've taken TP1 and now we're waiting for TP2, right? Somewhere down. So we're expecting this whole blockade to create that. But if price will come in deeper, I think we'll need to leave the market and reevaluate the situation to set up also nicely again. All right. So I wish you a very wonderful success in your trading life and also your trading journey. And may your wins be above average and may your days be long. See you next time. It's Jewin, aka I'm gonna leave it at that. Alright, see you soon.